Now, my special guest today is the very talented singer-songwriter from Cumber, County Down, Robb Murphy. Over the years, Robb has built up a very loyal fan base, not just here at home, but also in the likes of the Netherlands and in Germany. So much so that the owner of one of the venues he plays in Holland asked Robb to write a song about his experiences there. This is a venue in which artists come from all over the world to perform, so it was a great honour for Robb to be asked to write the song. And this is the result. It's called Afterglow, and I'm delighted to say that Robb is here to perform it live for us in studio. So, with Afterglow, this is Robb Murphy.
Boats stack up as they wait for the log. The captain's at the table and he's glad for the stop. He's got a place he can saddle his shoes, feet on the land and a drink with his crew. Time will pass, years will go, memories fade and stories grow. Here at the turning point I've come to know, peace is found in the afterglow. The mood is up as the sun goes down and the sky rolls over Spikerbore town. Nobody here feels the stranger's weight as the night unfolds, all the stories are told. God, this place is a home in my soul. Their fate, one robbed, one killed by the state. He thought he'd sneak on through, but cut down, the suspicion grew. A place for medicine, a home for a school, a base for an army to gather and rule. But when they lined up the locals to vet, they couldn't find where the secrets were kept. The mood is up as the sun goes down and the sky rolls over Spikerbore town. Nobody here feels the stranger's weight as the night unfolds, all the stories are told. God, this place is a home in my soul. And there may be nothing in a young man's eyes, but give him time and he'll awake inside. If it's what you want, stars will align. Don't let others change your mind. They come from east, they come from west. Music is a force that pounds underneath your chest. Nobody here feels the stranger's weight as the night unfolds, all the stories are told. God, this place is a home in my soul. God, this place is a home in my soul.
That's Robb Murphy and Afterglow. Robb, it's good to see you again.
Thanks very much for having me back again.
No, it's excellent, excellent, excellent. Tell me about this venue in Holland. You'll have to pronounce the name of the town.
Spikerbore.
Spikerbore. How do you spell it?
Spikjkor.
This is why I couldn't
something like that. Yeah, it's probably wrong, but it'll do for us. That's how I sort of pronounce it anyway. Yeah, it's like a homely venue in the north of Holland. and it's owned by a guy called Willem and his wife, and there's a dog Skipper who runs around the place as well. But it's a very homely venue. When you walk in, it's just like a large living room and the bar and like an old jukebox and loads of old memorabilia around the walls and instruments and pictures of people who have played there in the past. We were lucky enough to play a few years ago, and we got a decent crowd and just had up a good relationship with Willem and the local people, and we've been back each year for I think the past 3 or 4 years.
And did he just ask you to write a song about the place or about what?
Yes, so he's actually published a book that was out a few years ago, all about the history of the place. It's a very old pub. It's just at the crossroads of where a couple of rivers are, so there's a lock there. So the boats used to come in, and while the water was levelling out for them to go into the town, they would stay at this bar then. So it's been sort of a meeting place for a long time. It's called Café Keerpunt, which means turning point. So it's where the boats got turned around to go back out. So it's been many things, and that was partly what the song that I wanted to write the song about. Whenever he asked me to write a song, it was basically either about the history or about my own experience. And he's asked various sort of singer-songwriters who have played there in the past. So he's actually putting a compilation CD together.
Oh, brilliant.
And, it's great that I've been asked to.
So it's a well-known venue and people come from all over the world.
Yes, there's been, famous people there, more so than I. So it's great to be part of that there. And, when I sent the song to him, he was very pleased.
He's heard it then?
He's heard it, yeah. Well, actually, this was a couple of years ago, and I've only got it recorded in the past couple of months. Oh, really? So when I first wrote it, I played it at the venue on guitar, and that was the first time I'd ever played it, and even the band hadn't heard it. I just did it solo for that particular song, and I give Willem the lyrics, and I just remember him at the bar sort of watching as I was playing it, and he's quite an emotional guy, and he got really into it, and he got it. So it's just basically it goes between talking a little bit about the history that he had wrote about the various states that the bar has been in. He's had it now for 20 years, so before that it's been many things, and it's sort of lasted the war. It was it's been a school, it's been a chemist, it's been various things, and he sort of brought it back to then a communal type of place where people can meet and eat and drink. And
it was a great honour for you to be asked to write this.
Yeah, definitely. I was really pleased when he asked me, but it was also a bit, whenever I'm writing songs, it's usually just what comes into my head and what makes sense to me. So this was a wee bit more of a challenge.
Writing to order in many ways, yeah.
Because he gave me the book, which was in Dutch, so that was the first hurdle. So
do you speak the language at all?
Not very much. I can say tot ziens, which is goodbye, which is usually gets a laugh.
But where did this great friendship or this great relationship with you and the Netherlands come from?
It started off, it's all years ago on social media. It just happened to be Kirsten is a girl from the Netherlands who was interested in the music and just wanted to help out. So she wanted us to come and play in the Netherlands, and at the time I wasn't taking it too seriously because you never know who's on the internet. But at the time I said, yeah, sure, we'll play, but we need a couple of more gigs because of the cost. And she ended up managing a tour for us, first tour, which was that venue and a couple of other Irish pubs. And we've just built it since. The people there seem to really get the original singer-songwriter thing and are really supporters of it, which is great.
The song, you've released it today?
It was released yesterday.
Yesterday. And where can people get it now?
So it's all on the streaming sites on Spotify and iTunes and all the big names and Bandcamp as well. So not many people, I don't think, buy music anymore, but it's all on the streaming sites. So that's the new.
You're one of the most prolific songwriters I know, and yet where's the album?
Yeah, it's tough these days because it's hard to release an album because music's so fast that once you release an album, you that's it, gone. So now the people are more into singles, so you fire the singles out and then you get an album together. Yeah. So that's probably.
So where are you with the album?
Well, there's a lot of songs that have been finished. I actually sent 3 off to be mastered there last week, so we're just going to start spacing them out. Like if it were up to me, I would love just to get them all out there in an album, but it just takes time for traction to build. So this is going to be the first one of this year, and then I've got about 3 or 4 more that of sort of various genres that I want to get out there. And there's a couple of even ones that we've only just recorded in the past few months that got massive feedback from when we played them. And this year we went to Germany as well as the Netherlands, and we just got really good feedback from them. So
when you go, is it mainly an expat crowd, or will you get the local Dutch and Germans there?
We try to play venues that already have a good music community, like a pub or a community centre or a chapel or church, wherever, that has a good sort of community of people who will come out to that venue maybe each month to see a new singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
So their host will put it out online, and they will check out the music, and if they like it, they will come and be supportive. And we've had people who we don't know and don't really know us come and requesting songs because they've been taking the couple of months and they've been listening to your songs.
Yeah.
And then it's surprising to see that, but it's good.
What about local gigs? What's happening?
Nothing at the minute, because I've been stuck in the studio. I tend to get my head buried in the studio, and I want to get these songs finished and probably spend too much time on that, but have to get some gigs sorted. That's on the to-do list.
Right. Well, Dick, we wish you well. You'll do one more for us?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
What's this one? Is this another new one?
This is another new one. It's been in the sort of catalogue that I've had for a while. It's called Lighthouse.
Based on what?
Lighthouse, it's basically using it as a metaphor to basically as a grounding, as someone who's your sort of rock, your person you can keep coming back to, that doesn't move, it's constant.
Nice idea. It's called Lighthouse.
Cheers.
This is Robb Murphy.
You sort me cap away. Thanks very much for having me in, by the way. Guess I'm over this fling. Who knew the night could take away your dreams? This old house I've been building all this time. Maybe I'm just chasing tales of dreams I'll never find. The day is cloudy and still. A lot of voices hide behind these hills, and I should know there'll be days like these. But when I come to realize I've fallen on my knees, and I don't want you to save me, and I don't want to have to lie. Without you I'd be lost forever. You're my lighthouse in the night. This sweet retreat alone won't let me go, and I care little for this social show. Hold me through the night, don't wake me if I sleep. I don't mind a little dark, just don't let me get too deep. And I don't want you to save me, and I don't want to have to lie. Without you I'd be lost forever. You're my lighthouse in the night. together. We all move together. We all stand together. We all move together.
That's a lovely song, Rob.
Thank you very much.
Lovely song.
Cheers.
Called Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, yeah.
Good. Come back and see us when you get this album ready.
Thanks very much. Can't wait to get that one out.
I bet you can.
Cheers.
Rob Murphy's in the ROBB if you're looking him up on the website. Rob, thanks a million.
Thank you very much. Cheers.